light snacks, cocktails. They're in that main salon on the first deck. And the deckhands today are Jorgen and Chris. My name is Scott. If you have any questions, if you're in need of any assistance, if you need help moving about the vessel, please let one get you over to Avalon about an hour and 45 minutes. Thank you. Also want to remind everybody, for your return trip, you must arrive 45 minutes prior to departure. You must be on board, physically on board, and checked in 5 minutes prior to departure, or you may miss the boat. So make sure you get here plenty of time. Also, please watch your step getting off the boat. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Hope you have a great time here in Catalina. We'd like to thank you for any much effort.
Folks, do you guys do me a favor and please step inside so I can tie up the vessel?
Every Friday the judge comes from the mainland and holds court, whether we need him or not. I have an idea about that. I think he comes on Friday so he can spend the weekend. What do you guys think? That's the newest thing coming to the island, along with the electric cars, closets and gym. The place finished up over a year ago, 14 units in that little area, so they are small. And that's the idea. If you want to live here, you might want to think small. Right-hand side is our oldest church. This is the Avalon Community Church, founded in 1889. The next street stores are either right here, right off of this street. It is for pedestrians only here to your right. No golf cart, see the judge, because that's the only day he's in town. Love to get you back here, but not be paying any fines. Excuse me. Out on your right-hand side, you see a large circular building out there at that point called the Casino Building. Casino is an Italian word. It means place for gathering for entertainment. It is true that gambling could be entertaining if you're winning that. But it doesn't mean that. And at the turn of the century, it was built 1929 by Mr. Wrigley, so he could entertain people who came here to the island. Of course, opportunity to take a tour through it, don't miss it, folks. Or go to the movie tonight just to see that beautiful theater. The oldest home here in town. This home on the corner is built in 1888 by George Shadow. You can see the blue rise 7 times. Yeah, it was a terrible fire in 1915 that burned down over 3/4 of the city, leaving that one back there here in front of us. Directly in front of me on top of the hill, you're going to see Sangre Pueblo. Noted for? He's also quite an avid fisherman. Loved fishing here as he did all over the world. He held 10 world records in saltwater fishing, Mr. Sangre. Right here we go to the interior of the island. That's where our larger buses will take in. I know some of you are going up there with me on our next trip. That's where I'm going on my next one. You see a chance to see the animals up there and a lot more beauty. We're going around the city, so we're going to go this way. We're going to see a lot of beautiful homes, and as far as ownership of these homes, we don't give out any names. You'd appreciate that if you were living there. Monte, built by the builder of the casino back in the 1920s. Isn't that beautiful? Casa del Monte. It also belongs to a home here on your right-hand side. You'll see a couple homes out here that kind of fizzled out on us. Maybe you'd like to come over and finish with some of the prices on our trip here today, but we do have realtors in town that take care of this for you if you're really interested. That's who you want to check with. There's a couple of years ago. They have built on 2 of them so far, and they will eventually build on the other 2. Here on the island of Santa Catalina. That's the only land bridge on the whole island. All the way out here. Can't build on this first part of it. But you can build on the rest, and that went for $209,000 for that lot. When they get something built on it, I guess this will be their view over here on the right. What do you guys think? But spend the whole day for that matter. Again, you're looking at mostly single-dwelling family homes. Some of them built years ago. They did build complex duplexes, but not any longer. Not in this area. Anyway. A couple I love over here on your right. They're 2-story, garage below. The ones further down the road were built in the 50s, and the ones directly ahead was built in the 60s. A big majority of the people that do those. And down here on your left-hand side, you're going to see some little spots. School. Another nice way to see the island on your own time. But in the 50s, they sold them the zoo over Los Angeles. They said they were too expensive to keep. The building you see on your right there actually sat out where the big casino does now. It was called the Little Casino. Also, you see this tile on the front of this building. One west of Mississippi. And again, horseback riding here on your right. Right where the ballpark was. And if you look, you'll see the backstop up against the hills to this day over here on your right-hand side. You'll also see a tower here on your right-hand side. And in memory of the ball players that did live, the last road over there, that lots over there about 100 feet long. That is a rule of thumb, every foot out, foot down. But anyway, you'd be able to see all of it. There's a pretty sight right there. Year round, but in order to live there, you have to work for the company up there. Thousands of others do top the hill. I'm going to pull over to my right so you all can see just a little bit better. There's a beautiful sight right there, folks. Again, you see that beautiful casino out there, and if you have a chance, don't miss it. It's really something to see. Also, further over, you'll see some condos on the hillside called Hamilton Cove, built in the 1970s and 80s, 176 units, anywhere from one bedrooms to penthouses to one home. If you own a place out there, you own the home, but you don't own the land, so you have a $600 a month association fee and rent. So some of the people are not there, and there's only about 30 families there year-round. The rest of them, some of them, of the rest, will rent them out to you or I. It's a great way to come here. Give you a golf cart to drive around. There's lots of things to do out there that you wouldn't be able to do if you're staying in town. Okay, folks, if you're ready, we'll move ahead a little bit and take some more pictures further down the hill here. If you look on the far side of town at the top of the hill, you'll see those eucalyptus trees over there. Back and forth across the face of that mountain from a little over zero elevation, almost 1,500 feet. That's the old Stagecoach Road. Now, the road is no different than the one we're on right now, but it is a two-way instead of a one-way. So that's a lot of fun if they're going with me. Mr. William Wrigley Jr. got control of the Santa Catalina Island Company in 1919. His dream was to make the island a place of nature. He worked hard at that. 32, he passed away. His family continued with the dream, but by the 70s they figured what the Wrigleys had for a summer home. They gave it to USC so they could use it for a marine biology school. It's a long ways to haul the fish up the hill. So they built them one down at Two Harbors. Then they didn't know what to do with fish. USC didn't. So they got out there, and really something. Special treat. You like to do for yourself or your loved ones, that might be it, folks. I'm telling you, it is well worth it. For extra people and those, but you'd have to call and make arrangements to do that, folks. They've always used the back door to the end of Mount Ina. They do. Here on your right-hand side is again, is the city of Avalon. We'll stop again and take some more pictures. Down there on the water, there's a green term that's called the actually title of one of his books. I think that's a very novel idea, don't you guys think? Oh, man, you had to pay for this, too. Isn't that amazing? Okay, again, I apologize. But anyway, directly below the Zag Dre, you'll see a building being built there. You see the one with the sticks up? That building, there was 2 lots sold here a couple of years ago for $1.6 million. There was a home in one of the lots. It was in such poor shape he had it torn down. Of course, he knew that when he bought it. He's supposed to replace it with the same architecture, but he's using both lots when he's rebuilding. If you look around on the hillside today, you'll see 2 guys with jackhammers hanging off the side of the hill, jackhammering the hill out because they're building the house down there. I mean, it's something to see they build these places over here. And these homes have been here early 1900s on these hills, and they've stayed very, very well. But I guess you can build anything if you want to, bad enough. Now the home up in front of us above the wall was the caretakers for the Wrigleys. It is a private home now and very nice. These ones down below you are summer homes, most of them, and they are all privately owned. Single, double, or triplexes. I would say that probably half or more of them, as more and more of these people are coming over building these bigger and bigger places, it's getting harder and harder to find places for people who work here, so it's getting tougher.
There's nothing in the hills, those houses?
No. There's only 2 harbors to live at and a couple other places for the Conservancy and the quarry. Other than that, here's the only place you can own, and the other part of the island is supposed to be a nature center. That's what they're working at. Just a quarter seduction. Now, of all the summer homes or weekend homes, my favorite one is the one below you. It's the white one with the red and green coat when you got off the boat, called called the Holly Hill House, Lookout Cottage, or Honeymoon Cottage. There's a few different names. It's the third oldest home here in Avalon, built by Peter. 40 years that said no women allowed. Give me a break. I got a house like that, you can't even get a date. What's wrong with this guy? Yeah, what a schmuck. He was in 40s when he built it, in his 80s when he died, and he just say he was one grumpy old guy. I wonder why, huh? Okay. Here we go, folks. They have a beautiful view up here, especially when it's clear over on the mainland. You can see at night the lights of California. It's really something. Like I said, west of Mississippi. It's said to be a 3-hole golf course in 1888 when they built it, and it went from a 3 to a 9 to an 18 back to a 9. You see, when they had it 3-hole back in 1890, they didn't have enough water to even keep 3 holes green, so they had to paint it with green paint. And if they go to 18, they may have to get the paint out again, I'm not sure. Of course, it's very important to us, the water. If you look up here, you'll see where Mr. Wrigley's house was. His office was right on the corner there, and the Cubs played ball right behind it. I don't think that'd work nowadays, do you? There's some. These ones on your right and left here are attached. You own the homes and the land on these also, just like you do on the flats that are in here. It's our Catholic church. The reason I bring that up, St. Catherine's of Alexandria is the same name as the Allen. The Allen was named after St. Catherine's in Catalina. So got our name for a long time. Where they can be a little stubborn at times and hard to open. Also, when you're walking around today, folks, like I was saying earlier, there's a home being built on this hill over here to your right. You'll see some guys dangling from the ropes with jackhammers, cleaning them out so that they can build a home.
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, come on.
Okay.
So let's order. Fish get stuck with that.
It'll get tangled up in it. Oh, there's rocks. Oh, here's one.
In Monterey. Up there. It's amazing. I mean, my favorite part of that museum is just so large. Is it an aquarium or is it? It's an aquarium. Wow. An aquarium with fish and
Oh, I see one.
kelp that first made.
This area is, of course, a protected marine preserve known as Lover's Cove. We see a variety of fish jumpers. Some of these guys are here all the time, others are not. They are seasonal. The ones that are here all the time, for example, the Garibaldi Vesta, big orange color gray fish, though are also here all the time. Opal-eyed fish, gray with a white spot on his back. Another gray one is the calico bass. Gray, white checkered pattern on his back. Very good eating fish. Opal-eye not too good though. Kind of a scavenger. The others that we will see are seasonal. And I will bring them up as we see them. Algae is the beautiful vegetation on the bottom, with the taller plants being kelp, giant water kelp. An amazing organism that can grow 1 inch per hour.
I saw him. Oh, crab.
Lobster.
A lobster?
Crab. I don't know. A crustacean.
Look at this fish over here, honey.
Feeding Oh my God, look at that.
They're making this.
Oh, look at them. Yeah, they're feeding. Oh, they do.
There they are.
Oh, wow. Cool. Oh my God, that's so cool. And then I'll go scared.
Go under. Where were the drops? They're on the other side. I know. That's funny.
They're not hungry or anything.
Oh my gosh. What are these fish? Is that what he was telling? Those are the what? Oh, so they're
Oh, look at them.
That's one of 3 ways here. Try to think of something like this.
one spot in the back is good. Oh, you're doing it.
Would you do me a favor? I need something out of that bag. Just hand me the bag. Arizona.
That's big. Some seasonal fish down there, look for the senorita fish. Slender looking, about 7 or 8 inches long. Tannish yellow. There's baby blacksmiths. They're here all the time. Senoritas are all born as females.
Yeah, it says on there.
Half of them miraculously turning into males, like 4.5 years of times. Still being called senoritas, though. But this will change as the kelp will thin out due to the fact that it does not have roots. It stays in one place by gripping rocks, large rocks. And as you can see, fewer and fewer large rocks together. They're in 58-degree water.
I agree.
When do the sharks appear? Is the most common question. The answer is there are swimmers in the water, of course. zebra perch.
Did you extra?
Now over here you cannot see them. Between the rocks are lobster. Hiding in the daytime, coming out only at night.
I saw one.
That's what we see at night. All the fish that you see now disappear. And then our cruise turns into a gigantic lobster hunt.
Wow, that guy is so cute.
Seeing a few baby Garibaldis today. Of course, they're smaller, but they have kind of a blue color. Many of them with fluorescent blue spots. Some of them with a blue tint. And the ribbon-like kelp that you see down there, sometimes used for wrapping sushi, known as southern sea pond kelp. Above the rocks, much of it being granite, some white quartz, red coralline algae. A long time ago, they actually thought that stuff was a type of coral. But we have no reef-building coral around Catalina at all. Also, octopus through here. And occasionally the more ABOs sticking their heads out. With a deep water area in front of us here, we make a wide turn. Probably seeing a few more calico bass and milkline up here. We're lucky some cormorant birds. It's a large bird that can dive down 200 feet below the surface. Grabbing large fish, swallowing them whole, 14, 15 inches long.
Almost. You save some battery when you
I got a brand new battery in it. Funny little fish. Oh, look at those rocks.
Oh my god, a bird. What the? See him? Oh, look, this guy here.
Oh, there's another bird.
Where?
Right there.
Where? This one with the fishes?
There it is, another one. See him? They shoot down, they shoot back up.
Oh, here he goes again.
He's up there.
Whoa, look at this guy. Who was that down? That. Did it come back down? Josh. Chop them up tonight, eat them.
Yeah.
Think that works?
Might have gotten it. Just get one of these, that'll be pretty good. I was looking at the flash when you did that.
Oh, good. The girls would love this.
It was the duck. Yeah, they threw out food down there.
Ooh, wow. Okay, get ready. Come back up. There he goes. Oh, look at this guy. There he goes again. Watch, he's gonna come up. Watch.
Yeah, he does.
All the bubbles.
Where's he at?
I don't know.
He'll come in a minute.
They're keeping him this time?
This swollen belly. You think eat just one a day or?
No. There he is. He just got up. He went to go.
Those are just huge. So dark. Can't get this on Discovery Channel.
No. This is weird. 3 inches.
You see the puppy fish going by the window? Right down there.
Without shark. You want to trade sides for a second?
Yeah. Stiff.
Oh, much better.
Trash. Trash.
Boy, is he big. I'm looking back at him.
Here, up to about 7 or 8 inches or so, if you help. They're also known as baked fish by fishermen. Of course, we have turned around, we're going back, and of course by now you are noticing one side is very shallow, the other side drops off. It keeps on dropping, everybody, until it becomes 3,500 feet deep out there. That's how deep the channel is. And that is one of the reasons why the water is clear around Catalina. That sediment falls down and away from us here. There's no surf on this side of the island also that helps. No rivers, no streams on Catalina to take dirt down to the shoreline here. However, one thing that can cloud up the water is rain washing the dirt and the mud down in the cove here. And something else it does, it kind of kills off the kelp. As you can see, it's looking a little withered out there. The sediment chokes off the kelp's nutrients. And as we were seeing, it's not looking too good. But growing back at 1 inch an hour, of course, won't take too long for it to return. Just opaleye out there eating some kelp, though. It's part of their diet, algae, cigarette butts, of course. The question was, why are the fish by the window? Because they are show-offs, is the answer. Mostly because we feed them. Dropping a pellet-like food into the water, consisting of soybean meal, chopped mackerel, and secret sauce. And that's why they come to the windows. Speaking of windows, please do not open the windows during our road journey. Thank you for safety reasons. Any other questions? Some people wonder what these little air sacs are on the kelp. Those are pneumatocysts, which contain explosive gases, methane, and some others. And there are some very dreamy scientists that say they can turn those things into fuel. Who knows?
Yeah, kind of.
We'll see about that one.
Methane.
In the summertime, there are a lot of people out here snorkeling. That's the only type of diving allowed in the cove. Scuba diving not allowed, fishing not allowed, spear gunning not allowed, of course.
Me too.
That's where clouds are.
Okay, that tells us it's the end of the show. So let's do something different now. Let's go up on deck so we can see the cove.
You guys like hiking?
Would you?
I made friends with the show off. I made friends with the show off.
Yeah.
And I made friends. I asked the question why they're kind of grumpy.
Nice. It's nice. Oh, really?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is a lineup call for the...
Yeah, we'll get back up that time.
Go, let me go, I want to go.
Gotta get out a little bit. Come on, hurry up and put on that stage. They come in sets. It's pretty cool. You notice that? Hey, pow,
I don't know, I want to get out there. Come on, Dad.
Uh-oh. More doubles.
We want to go too.
Whoa. Go. That thing moves on. More kayaks too. The Gulf is a lot rougher than this.
Yep.
That thing's got to be doing like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, we can do this on Saturday anytime we want.
Yep.
Imagine being anchored right there.
Hey, we got harbor view.
See, that's where we stayed before. It's the Marriott.
Oh yeah. Couldn't see it. That other building was in the way. I was looking for it when we were coming down the road. This is fine.
Yep. That's what I said.